Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate all of you guys subscribing, watching, and supporting my channel and my journey. So today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about mindset, and I also wanted to talk a little bit about, sorry, I'm a little behind on my water intake for the day. I wanted to talk a little bit about mindset, being you, being authentic, and not caring what other people think. So I normally talk about keto and I normally talk about ketones and things like that. But today I just wanted to kind of be real, bring it back to where my heart is in all of this and why I decided to start doing this channel in the first place and why I chose the career path that I chose. So let's start way back. So in high school, I was 100% somebody who I have always been that person that kind of hopped group to group to group. I've always hopped from the popular people, the athletic people, the drama, the arts people, the misfit people. I was friends with people in every single one of those categories. And here's the thing. I've always been that way. I've always been the person that if somebody is being picked on or somebody is needing someone to stick up for them, I've always been that person. I've always been the loud, the verbal, obnoxious, non-filtered person. I've never once ever tried to not be that. And in high school, I was bullied for being overweight. I was bullied for, when I wasn't overweight, I was bullied for being too thin. I was bullied for being Mexican. I was bullied for having an immigrant dad. I was bullied for hanging out with people that they assumed things about. I was bullied and people made assumptions about me because of people that I hung out with that were not true. And here's the thing. If you knew me in high school, you probably figured, okay, this girl always stuck up for herself, always stood up for other people. But also, I don't know what that is. I have like a little scratch or something. I also stuck up for myself in a way that kind of made me probably come off like a bitch. And I'll be honest. That was my way of sticking up for myself, protecting myself, and sticking up for the people that I care about, and just kind of showing people that what they said couldn't touch me. I did very much so back then, though, care what those people who said those things or did those things to me made me feel. I very much so cared, and I had a lot of insecurities. I'm just listening to my daughter downstairs. My husband's down there, so I'm not worried. He would come up and get me if it was something. I very much so bought into what those people thought about me, and it played a huge role in my self-esteem and who I was as a person. Not to mention my home life was a little bit of, I have amazing parents, very lucky to have very good parents. But my grandmother lived with us growing up, and she had a slew of mental health problems, which I know that her mental health problems do not reflect other people with mental health because it was just her personality in general when she was either medicated or not. She was a very mean individual. She was a very verbally abusive individual to my entire family. And I went through a lot. I developed anxiety at the age of, I think I was like 12 or 13. And I needed an outlet for me. And that was what my pediatrician had told my mother at the time. Like, listen, if she doesn't find an outlet or a way to kind of get out of her own way with these things, then maybe seeing a therapist would be healthy. And I 100% agree. Therapy is a wonderful thing. If you need help, there is nothing wrong with asking for help, and there is nothing wrong with getting the help that you need, and there is nothing wrong with telling someone you care about or that you love that they may need to reach out to somebody who can give them that help. But moral of the story, I found my outlet. My outlet was writing, my outlet was sharing, my outlet was talking. I've always been very much so wear my heart on my sleeve, honest, upfront, say what I think type of person. And I truly think that saved me from a lot of those insecurities and saved me from a lot of allowing those self-doubting thoughts to get in my head. And for the longest time I did. And I have struggled with my fitness journey my entire life. I also have Hashimoto's. I also have PCOS. I also have had hypothyroidism since I was 12. There's a lot of factors that go into a person's journey. Oh, hi, Moosh. My cat. It's really interesting because you start to let those people think, and the way that you start thinking about yourself because of those people. You start maybe trying to change yourself to be that person that those people want you to be accepted. Or you start, and this is a big thing with social media and all of these platforms, it's especially now, it's very, very easy to see social media as the highlight reel, and it's very easy to see it being 100% the opposite, and it all being a negative situation and being you get sucked down the tunnel. And it's so easy to do that because of social media. I share a lot of positive things. If you follow me over on my IG or you follow me on Facebook, I share a lot of positivity and I share a lot of personal growth, but I also share a lot of where that stems from and the struggles that I've overcome to be okay with who I am as a person. Leaving my hometown and going to college in a different area was probably the best thing for me in my entire life. And finding friends that genuinely loved me, for me, did not give a shit who I was, did not expect me to change who I was. And that is so, so, so important. So please know that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to be for everybody. And if you try to please everybody, you will then speak to nobody. And a big part of that is finding the people you vibe with. Find the people that love you for you. Does that mean you're not going to be friends or family with people that are different? Absolutely not. But know that if a person cares about you, they're not going to expect you to change everything about you, especially down to your core beliefs and who you are at the core of your being. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Be authentic, be you. Don't apologize for being you. Being unapologetic about who you are as a person is one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself, and stopping caring what those other people think. Those opinions do not have anything to do with you. They have everything to do with that other person. I have snoozed, deleted, blocked, unfriended so many people and got rid of those toxic relationships because you can constantly give and give and give in a relationship, but when somebody's just taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, you eventually run out and you have to fill your cup up again. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And toxic relationships are something that I can make a whole nother video about, but you have to do what is best for you, your mental health, your self-esteem, your confidence, and you have to put all those other things that people think on the back burner. You have to do what's right for you. And getting rid of those negative, toxic people in your life is hard because you care. I'm 100% a people pleaser down in my core. But I will not ever sacrifice who I am as a person for someone else, except maybe my child. Like, I would give anything in the world for her. But when you find those people that vibe with you and love you for you, and they don't try to change you or they don't judge you or make you feel small, if people are making you feel small to make themselves feel better, or making you feel like you need to play small because it makes someone else uncomfortable, it is time to get rid of those people. You do not need to play small because it makes someone else uncomfortable. People like you to play small because it makes them feel better about where they are at. It makes them feel better about being stagnant. For example, I am in an industry where people assume the worst. People don't necessarily know that when I'm speaking 100% from my heart. People necessarily think what I do sometimes is a joke, and that's fine. That's them. Those opinions do not pay my bills. Those opinions do not change who I am. I do what I do because I love what I do, and I do what I do because I get to connect every single day with people like you. So, be you, be unapologetic about it. Don't let anybody change you unless you want that change genuinely yourself. And I'm not saying like if somebody's calling you out on bullshit and like you're in a space where somebody needs to point out that something needs to change, or you have to want to help yourself, and if you want those changes, then that's on you. That's totally different. But you also have to remember, be you, unless you are hurting someone else. If being you means you're stepping on someone else to feel better about yourself, that's not a good thing to be either. Reevaluate that. Do a gut check. Be honest with yourself. Remember, don't compare your step 1 to somebody else's step 20. It is so easy to fall down the rabbit hole of social media, whether it's YouTube, IG, Facebook, TikTok, any of those things, to compare yourself with someone else. But they are at a different part of their journey. They're a different part of their life. You have to accept and love where you are in your journey at this very moment. Does it mean it's not going to change? Of course not. Of course not. Nobody's journey is linear. So that's my moral of the story for today. Be you, be unapologetic, and please, for the love of God, have gratitude. Gratitude is so important. Wake up, Be thankful that you're waking up that day. Be thankful for the roof over your head, the food on your plate, the people in your life, your job, your money, your car. Be thankful for the little things. Like every single day when my daughter giggles, I am so, so grateful. And starting my day with gratitude and thinking of 3 things I am thankful for every single morning, the minute I open my eyes, changes and sets my tone for the day. It is the best thing I could ever do for myself. And having that gratitude and having that humbling feeling is the best thing I could do to be a better mom, be a better wife, be a better friend, be a better listener, be a better sponsor, be a better mentor, be a better, coach, provider, whatever. Bettering yourself only betters yourself so that you can give the best of yourself to the people around you. You cannot provide for everybody if you are not providing for yourself. And that means mentally, emotionally, physically. Fuel your body the proper way. Treat your body the proper way. Love your body. Even if you are somebody like me who has struggled with self-image your entire life. Be proud of your body. Your body has got you where you are today. And remember that. So, gratitude, be you. Don't be apologetic. Be a good person. There's so much negativity in the world right now. And there's so much one side, other side, this side, that side, red, blue, left, right, blah, 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 blah. Just be a decent human being. We need to forget about sides and remember humanity and remember being a good person. So that's my spiel for today. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.